Aloha everybody, I think we're live. Just waiting for people to join. Let me fix my hat and my hair and everything. Aloha, come join. We got a fun talk today. We're gonna be talking to Michael about his new book. Super exciting, in between season. Has a lot of cool poems and stuff like that. So tune in, let's wait for him to come on, and then we'll get started. Go share the news, tell everybody to join, send requests. See what this does. Share photo. Okay. Aloha everybody, come join. Just waiting for Tabo to join in on the Instagram live, and then we can get started. I get out of it. Okay. Gonna be talking about this book, In Between Season. Aloha. My family is on, yay. Very excited. I'm gonna be talking about this book. There's some poetry, there's some pictures, there's some songs. Hey, what's up? Send me a join request so I can get you on.
I don't know, guys. Oh, that's you.
Right there. Okay, we're going live.
Hello. Vacuum.
Hopefully it's not too loud. I have an AC unit running. That's why I have these on. Hopefully the noise isn't picking up too badly. This is who we're talking with today.
Why did you pause it?
Apple, actor, model, musician, writer. Does it all. Just waiting for him to join and get on. And then we can get started. We're gonna just follow out with him, talk story, talk about his book, talk about his life, and yeah, maybe he's gonna play a song or whatever. Let's see. Okay, we're having some technical difficulties. We'll see if we can get him on. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. You're on Oahu, stay safe. Hey, aloha. How's it? I'm good. So,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you. Right there. Yeah, okay, people said to request, but you're good already. Cool.
Right,
Are you all set up and everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, cool. No, I'm excited to talk about your book because I read a couple pages. I'm not done with it yet. I'm a slow reader, plus I have about like 10 minutes before I go to sleep that I used to read, so it's gonna take a while, but I mean, even the first page, I really enjoyed the book.
Yeah,
The
right
book,
on.
yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, well, I like rhymes, and so I'm not a really big fan of poetry that doesn't rhyme, so I like that it rhymes, so that's a good start.
Right on. I mean, that's like,
Yeah.
for me, that's like elementary poetry to me, you know, like that's how I learned how to write songs and stuff, so,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, I know, pretty much.
Yeah.
Whatever I learned in school, you know?
Yeah, see, I just liked it from rap, and in rap they
Right.
rhyme, so that's the kind of
Yeah.
poetry I like, so like Tupac. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And what's up?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that, and this makes me motivated to, have a book out one day as well.
Yeah, man. Of course, yeah, like, if you ever need help, let me know, like, I'll, kind of help you out through the publishing process, like,
Yeah, mahalo.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's get started while people are still joining in, and then maybe you can introduce yourself. I have your business card, but it's probably better if you introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody, if there's anybody over there, can you hear me, first of all? Just making Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Tabo Michael. I'm born and raised here in Hawaii. My parents came from Palau, and I'm a singer, songwriter. I like to try and get into the acting world every once in a while. Usually end up doing some extra work, which is always fun, because they always feed you good. And yeah, I just came out with this new book, this new poetry book, and yeah, we're gonna be talking about it today. So
In between seasons.
yeah.
Cool. So I'm just curious about your name. Is that Palauan?
Yeah. So my full name is actually Usak Tabalwal Michael or Mihail. But people always call me Tabo from my middle name for short. Like ever since I was small, and even in school, like my good friends, like most of them call me Usaku because they couldn't say Usak, you know. So I would just say, oh, you can call me Tabo, or yeah. So it was just easier for people to.
It's a cool name.
Right on, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so right now we have this book that you've written, your first ever book, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
First
and
ever anything.
Yeah. So how was that? Like that whole process before you talk about it?
You know what? It was like I didn't really know what I was doing at first. Like at first, I was just wanting to put all my writings onto my computer just to save everything in case something happened to my journals, in case I lost them. And then I started thinking about like how I could like publish it somehow so I could keep the rights to it so that you know, if anybody ever came upon it, like they couldn't just take it and I would have no way to prove that, oh, I wrote this, or you know.
Yeah.
I mean, not that my stuff is like super good or anything like that, but like just like as someone who wants to be a writer, like I just wanted to take the necessary like precautions when writing stuff and putting it out there, you know, for the world, just in case, like, you know. And then I was reading another poetry book by, you know, Janae Aiko, right, the singer.
Yeah. I read about it inside your book. I think you mentioned that.
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it on a post or something.
On a post. Okay, on a post. That's
yeah.
Because I knew about that somehow.
Yes. Yeah, I was reading through that book, and then like some of the pages were pretty much just her journal, her handwriting, like pages from her journal. And it like you ever like watch something or read something and then like you're almost embarrassed because you feel like oh, that like this person's putting all my business out there, or like you feel like they're speaking like from your perspective, kind of.
Like I could say that but better, or something like that.
Right, or yeah. So like I was reading through her stuff and I was like, man, like I feel like she's airing out all my business, like it felt so like personal.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I could do this with my writings, like putting it into a book.
Something like this, yeah.
And yeah.
Picture and then
something like
right
that.
On the side, yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so
cool.
yeah, and then but I mean, it was like after I figured out like what I wanted to do, I went through like a couple of revisions just to figure out like the way, the order of the poetry and like how I wanted it to flow. And yeah, it was just like I also had help from a friend of mine. He one of my good friends called Allah Souza. He used to be my pastor. Him and his son Isaiah, they helped me through the publishing process, and I seeked out help from them because I knew Ka'ala had written the book and he had published it independently through Amazon, I think too. Or actually, he might have did it another way, but anyway, he kind of led me through the Amazon publishing process, and he really just told me like that this thing was possible. Like he liked this. I'll show you the first picture that I made actually.
Yeah. Show us some of your book.
So this picture right here, um, this was the first picture I made, and I posted it on my Instagram. And my friend Kaala, I had already told him I was thinking about doing a book. And after I posted that, he was like, "Oh, that's the book right there. Like this needs to be in the book. You need to do more of this." So I was like, oh, "Okay, like I'll like do and." And then one night I just started making a bunch of edits on my computer, like scanning a bunch of pages from my journals and overlaying them over old pictures and adding filters.
I was wondering how you did that.
Yeah, I just like, it was really maybe 2-3 nights where I just stayed up super late and I was just kind of like tweaking out on the computer, making all kinds of edits and like once I was in there, there was just this flow and I just kept going.
Can't stop.
And yeah, and then I talked to my friends a couple more times, like right before I submitted it for publishing, and like, you know, I'm still tripping out that this is already a thing, like that it's out there because it happened so fast.
Yeah, something you should be proud of. I mean,
thank you.
it's hard. Yeah, I mean, just like anybody can publish a book, but it's hard to like go get through the process and write and like edit and do all of that.
Yeah. It was really like, man, there was one day I had just like, I just gotten off the phone or off a video call with Kala and Isaiah, and they just like ignited this fire in me, and I just like, okay, well, they said I could do this, like bang this out in a week and a half or by the end of the month, so let me just start, you know, going through it and figuring out how I want to present this book. And yeah, like after that, I just like there was a couple moments where I was working through it. I had like a folder with all the poems like in a certain order, and I just like laid everything out, and I was like, hey, forget that order. I'm just gonna read through everything and see how I feel it should flow.
Yeah.
And so it changed the whole order of how I wanted it to be originally, and then I added the chapters in, because originally it wasn't gonna be like separated into seasons or anything.
Yeah.
But then once I read through all of it and put in order, I was like, okay, this is like everything just felt like a season. Like something just felt like it belonged in certain places, and I hope that comes across. Like I hope people can read through it and like kind of, you know, go on this like emotional roller coaster kind of deal, you know?
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So that's how you came up with the title, In Between Seasons.
Well, the title, that was something I was holding on to for a while. Like when I was still in like high school, I think I wanted to come out with like a whole musical album, and the title was gonna be In Between Seasons, and some of the songs I wrote were actually like are in here.
Okay. Are you gonna perform one for us?
I don't remember how they go. Like there's some of them I really don't remember how they go, but like yeah, some of them were written like 2005, 2006.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So
It's been like years in the making, huh? It's like all your collective, like creativity, artwork, like all thrown into this one book.
Yeah. Yeah, it really, I think that's why the title just fit perfectly, because I had been holding on to it for so long, and then I was just like, you know what? I think this book is that. Like, I think maybe the idea was something like that was given to me, you know? And I just didn't see clearly what it